morning, students. Today we are going for the problems on network transients. So, first problem, it is a RC series circuit. The resistance they are given is 20 ohms. The capacitor they are given is 400 microfarads. So we have to find the time constant. So already you know that tau is equal to R into C. So it is the time constant for RC circuit. So then tau is equal to the resistance value 20 into 400 into 10 power minus 6. So finally you can get 8 milliseconds. 8 milliseconds. So it is the time to reach from initial state to steady state value of the circuit. Then coming to the second problem. So a RC series circuit having a resistance of 25 ohms and capacitance of 50 microfarads. So is being charged with initially 0 voltage. What is the time taken for the capacitor voltage to reach 40% of its steady state value? So initially the question given that there is no charge in the capacitor. So we have to go for the calculation of voltage drop across the capacitor when it reaches to 50% of the steady state value. So now given that resistance and capacitance they are given, so resistance is 25 ohms, capacitance is 50 microfarads. So calculate the time constant. So time constant tau is equal to RC. So that is equal to 1.25 into 10 power minus 3 seconds you are getting. So then what is the voltage drop across the capacitor? So Vc of t is equal to Vc of t is equal to V into 1 minus e power minus t by tau. So from that, so you are substituting the voltage is how much? 40% of the steady state value you have to take. So 40% means 0.4 E is equal to E into 1 minus e power minus 800 t. So from that, so 0.4 is equal to 1 minus e power minus 800 t. So LHS and RHS E is gets cancelled. So from the above equation, e power minus 800 t is equal to, so you can get 0.6. So from this, the time value you are calculating. So t is equal to ln of 0.6 divided by minus 800. So finally you can get minus 0.5108. So this is the time value you are getting. Okay. So from this you are writing the overall time constant for the 40% of steady state reaching of voltage drop across the capacitor. So T1 is equal to 0.5108 divided by time constant value 800. So finally you are getting 0.6385 milliseconds. So like this you have to go for the calculation of your problems in transients. So then third problem, a RC series circuit is there. So the time constant they are given 2.5 milliseconds. The capacitor is discharges with the initial voltage of 80 volts. So we have to go for the time at which the voltage drop across the capacitor reaches. So 55 volts, 30 volts, 10 volts. That is your first bit. And second bit is calculate the capacitor voltage at a time of 1 millisecond, 2 millisecond, and 3 milliseconds, 8 milliseconds. So all these one you have to calculate. Okay. So first R value they are given and C value they are given. The time constant tau is equal to R into C. So finally, if you substitute the values of R and C, so you can get 2.5 milliseconds. So 1 by RC is equal to, so 10 power 3 divided by 2.5. So you are getting 400 per second. 400 per second. So now your first question, you have to go for the calculation of the different voltages for finding the value of times. So initially the voltage is discharging across the capacitor at 80 volts. So your formula is voltage drop across the capacitor is equal to V, so that is 80 e power minus T by tau. So T by tau means e power minus 400 T volts. So now for 55 volts, 30 volts and 10 volts, we are calculating the new value of times. Okay. So that means V voltage drop across the capacitor is equal to 50. We have to substitute and calculate the T1 value. So similarly 30 volts, we have to calculate the T2 value. So similarly 10 volts, we have to calculate the T3 value. So 50 is equal to 80 into e power minus 400 T1. So from this, minus 400 T1 is equal to ln of 50 by 55 by 80. So finally we are getting minus 0.3747. Then T1 is equal to so minus 0.374 divided by minus 400. So finally we are getting the value of T1 is 0.93765 milliseconds. So using the basic equation, so now substitute V of C, Vc voltage drop across the capacitor is equal to 30. So 30 is equal to 80 into e power minus 400 T. So minus 400 T2 is equal to ln of 30 by 80. So that we are getting as minus 0.9808. Then T2 is equal to minus 0.9808 divided by minus 400. So T2 is equal to, we are getting 2.452 milliseconds. So the last case, the voltage is substituted by 10 volts. So 10 is equal to 80 into e power minus 400 T. So minus 400 T3 is equal to ln of 10 by 80. So this value we are getting is minus 2.0794. Then T3 is equal to minus 2.0794 divided by minus 400. So that is equal to 5.1985 milliseconds. So these are the new time constants with respect to new voltages of 55, 30 and 10 volts. So then voltage drop across the capacitor we have to find with a time of 1 millisecond, 2 millisecond and 3 millisecond. So Vc of 1.2 milliseconds, 1.2 milliseconds. So that is 1.2 millisecond, 3 millisecond and 8 milliseconds. So when the time is 1.2 millisecond, so 80 e power minus 400 into T. So T is substituted for 1.2 into 10 power minus 3. So finally you can get 80 into e power minus 0.48. So that is equal to 49.5027 volts. So similarly for 3 milliseconds, substitute T is equal to 3 into 10 power minus 3. So voltage drop across the capacitor is equal to 80 into e power minus 400 into T value is 3 into 10 power minus 3. So if you substitute 80 e power minus 1.2, so finally you are getting 24.0955 volts. Then substitute 8 milliseconds as T value. So voltage drop across the capacitor at 8 milliseconds is equal to 80 into e power minus 400 into 8 into 10 power minus 3. So that is equal to 80 into e power minus 33.2. So that is equal to 3.261 volts. So like this, you have to go for the calculation of the different voltage drop across the capacitors with respect to different periodic times. So 1.2 milliseconds, 3 milliseconds and 8 milliseconds. Are you understand all of you? So come to the next problem. So here they are given a RC circuit. So initially the voltage drop across the capacitor is 56 e power minus 250 t. So it is t greater than 0 condition, and they are given the current flowing through the circuit. So I is equal to 7 into e power minus 250 t milliamperes. So we have to go for the calculation of the passive elements, resistor and capacitor. So we have to determine the time constant. Once you calculate the R and C, so you can get for a RC circuit, tau is equal to R into C. Then we have to go for at what time the voltage drop across the capacitor reaches half of its initial value. So half of the initial value we have to find the time period. Okay, so now the voltage across the capacitor is 56 e power minus 250 t. So the current flowing through the circuit is 7 into e power minus 250 milliamperes. So from this we are calculating the tau value. So what is tau? Tau is equal to 1 by RC. Tau is equal to RC. So RC value is equal to how much? 1 by 250 seconds. So 1 by 250 seconds. So the resistor can be calculated as voltage divided by current. So here whatever the voltage drop across the capacitor is same as voltage drop across the resistor. So capacitor initial voltage is same as voltage drop across the resistor, and current they are given 7 e power minus 250 t milliamperes. So if you substitute, you are getting the resistance value is 8000 ohms. Then substitute in the time constant. So substitute in the time constant. So then C is equal to, so 1 by 250 into 8000 farads. So that is equal to 0.5 microfarads. So now we are going for the time constant. We are going for the time constant. So that is the time at which the voltage drop across the capacitor will reach half of its initial value. Half of its initial value. So before going to that, so first you have to go for the time constant. RC is equal to, so what is our RC value? Already in the problem they are given 250 T. So 1 by 250 you have to get. So 1 by 250 means 4 into 10 power minus 3. So that is 4 milliseconds. Then coming to the half of the rate of your initial value. So here I am taking 56 e power minus 250 t is equal to, so 28. So half of the value means 28. So from this e power minus 250 t is equal to 0.5. So minus 250 t is equal to ln 0.5. So that is equal to minus 0.6931. So t is equal to minus 0.6931 divided by minus 250. Then you can get 2.7724 milliseconds. So like this you have to go for the calculations for the given problem. So so coming to the next problem, a RC series circuit they are given. So at t is equal to 0, the switch will be closed. So there is no capacitor initial charge. So we have to go for the calculation of current, voltage drop across the resistor, voltage drop across the capacitor, and sketch the waveforms. So this is the circuit, ARC series circuit. So for this series circuit, the voltage value they are given is 100 volts, the resistance value they are given is 500 ohms, the capacitor value they are given is 20 microfarads. Okay, so now initially there is no capacitive charge. So at t is equal to 0, the switch will be closed. So you can get two conditions. T is equal to 0 minus just before the switch is closed position, T is equal to 0 plus just immediately the switch is closed position. Okay, so two conditions you can get, but first case at T is equal to 0 minus, the current never flows through the circuit, still it is open path, so the voltage drop across the capacitor is 0. Then at T is equal to 0 plus, immediately the switch is closed position, so the capacitor never takes the instantaneous voltages, so it acts like a short circuit. So the voltage drop across the capacitor at T is equal to 0 plus is also 0. Okay, so now after closing the switch, the 100 volts is applied to the circuit, capacitor acts like a short circuit, capacitor acts like a short circuit. So only voltage and resistance will be there. Only voltage and resistance will be there. Okay. So the time constant. So you are getting tau is equal to R into C. So that is equal to 5000 into 20 into 10 power minus 6. So finally you can get 0.1 second. Then voltage drop across the capacitor. So V into 1 minus e power minus t by tau. So from that, if you substitute, the tau value is equal to 0.1. So t by 0.1 or 10t. So finally you can get voltage drop across the capacitor is equal to 100 into 1 minus e power minus 10t. Then coming to the current. So what is the current calculation? I of t is equal to C into dV of t by dt. So voltage drop across the capacitor already are calculated 100 into 1 minus e power minus 10t. So C value is 20 into 10 power minus 6. So if you substitute after d by dt, so 20 into 10 power minus 6, 100 into 10 e power minus 10t. So finally you are getting 0.02 e power minus 10t amperes. Then voltage drop across the resistor. So already current here calculated. So the resistance value is 5000. Then voltage drop across the resistor is equal to R into I of t. So that is equal to 5000 into 0.02 e power minus 10t. So you can get 100 e power minus 10t volts. So now vary the time. So 0 seconds, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, like that. So the waveforms will be like this. So this is the voltage drop across the capacitor. So this is the voltage drop across the resistor, and the current is also exponentially decreasing because we are getting the equation I of t is e power minus 10t. Voltage drop across the resistor is also e power minus 10t with some magnitude. Are you understanding? So exponentially decaying order, but voltage drop across the capacitor is 1 minus e power minus 10t. So exponentially increasing order you can get. Are you understand? Like this you have to go for the plotting of the voltage drop across the resistor, voltage drop across the capacitor, or any currents in the circuit. So then coming to the one more example. So a RC series circuit, capacitance value they are given 20 microfarads. So initially the capacitor is charged with 500 microcoulomb. So the switch will be closed at t is equal to 0. So find the current transient, voltage drop across the capacitor, and also you have to go for the time at which the voltage is 0. So that means t is equal to infinity. You have to calculate the current value. So voltage is equal to, find the time at which capacitor voltage is 0. So that means under initial part of the condition you have to calculate and sketch the waveforms. Okay. So here the voltage they are given 50 volts, resistance they are given 1000 ohms, and capacitor they are given 20 microfarads. So initially, due to the previous source, the capacitor is charged with 500 microcoulombs. So voltage drop across the capacitor is equal to, so minus Q naught. So as per the direction of the circuit we are writing. So minus to plus is there. The value we are writing as minus Q naught by C. So that is equal to minus 500 into 10 power minus 6 divided by 20 into 10 power minus 6. So finally you can get minus 25 volts. So this is the initial voltage across the capacitor. Then at t is equal to infinity, at t is equal to infinity condition, so the voltage value must be 500 only, because the capacitor will be open circuited. So whatever the voltage in the circuit is 550 volts only. Then coming to the time constant, so tau is equal to RC. So that is equal to 1000 into 20 into 10 power minus 6. So you can get a 20 into 10 power minus 3 seconds. So 20 milliseconds you are getting. So 1 by RC value or 1 by tau value is 50 per second. So now voltage drop across the capacitor. So here we have to substitute the initial value of voltage also. So Vc of infinity plus Vc of 0 minus Vc of infinity e power minus t by tau. So Vc of infinity value is 50 plus in brackets, so Vc of 0 minus 25 and Vc of infinity minus 50 e power minus 50t. So finally you are getting 50 minus 75 e power minus 50t. Then current is equal to C dVc by dt. So then substitute with differentiation of the VCT. So finally you can get 20 into 10 power minus 6 into 75 into 50 e power minus 50t. So the current value you are getting is 0.075 e power minus 50 t amperes. Then your time value you have to calculate. So find the time at which the voltage across the capacitor is 0. So your voltage value is 50 minus 75 e power minus 50t is equal to 0. So when you can get initially, immediately the switch is closed position, the capacitor acts like a short circuit. So initial condition only you have to take. So that is 50 minus 75 e power minus 50t is equal to 0. So e power minus 50t is equal to, so you are getting 0.667. Then minus 50t is equal to minus 0.4054, or t is equal to, finally you are getting minus 0.4054 divided by minus 50. So that is 8.108 into 10 power minus 3 seconds. Okay, so this is the time at which, up to which the capacitor value must be 0. So this is your current waveform, gradual exponentially decreasing order, and the maximum value is 0.075. So this is your voltage drop across the capacitor value. So initially, due to previous source, the voltage drop across the capacitor is minus 25 volts and gradually increasing up to 50 minus 75 e power minus 50t. Okay, are you understand this problem? all of you? Then come to the problem. So they are given a circuit. So the switch was in closed position for a long time. So for a long time indicates that the capacitor is open circuited. So under that condition, we have to go for the calculation of current, and the switch is opened at t is equal to 0 seconds. So initially the switch is closed for a long time, which means that the capacitor is open circuited. So this is the circuit we are representing. So in this case, you have to go for the calculation of open circuit voltage across the capacitor. So the open circuit voltage across the capacitor. So here 500 ohms, so 50 ohms and 200 ohms, three resistors are there. So capacitor is open circuited. So this resistance is open. This resistance is open. So we are calculating the voltage between these 2 points. So 500 ohms is one resistor, is connected in series with 200 ohms. So whatever the voltage drop across 200 ohms is same as VC of 0. VC of 0. So I am applying the voltage division. So voltage drop across the capacitor. So initial value is equal to total voltage 35 into same resistance 200 divided by sum of the resistance they are connected in series. So 200 plus 500. So finally you can get 10 volts. Then so the capacitor at t is equal to 0. So it will be short circuited. At t is equal to 0, it will be short circuited. So now we are going for the second case. Now we are going for the second case for finding the value of current. So initial voltage drop across the capacitor is how much? 10 volts. 10 volts. Are you understanding? So now the switch is open. Then you can get a resistor, a capacitor, and another resistor. So this is 50 ohms. So this is 200 ohms. So this is your voltage drop across the capacitor, plus 2 minus, and this is your capacitance value. So now capacitor will act as a battery. So what is that value? 10 volts is the voltage drop across the capacitor. So two resistors are connected in series. So finally the equivalent resistance is 50 plus 200. So you can get 250. So the time constant is equal to 250 into the capacitance value. So the capacitance value 2 millifarads. So 2 into 10 power minus 3. So that is equal to 0.5 seconds. So voltage drop across the capacitor is equal to 10 into e power minus 2t. 10 into e power minus 2t. So t by 0.5 you can represent as 2t. Then the current flowing through the capacitor is equal to C into dVc by dt. So after differentiation, 2 into 10 power minus 3 into minus 20 e power minus 2t. So that is equal to, we are getting minus 0.04 e power minus 2t amperes. So this is the net current flowing in the circuit after the switch is opened. Are you understand, all of you? So next, come to the RL circuit. They are connected in series. The resistance value is 12 ohms. The inductance value is 5 milli. Time constant is 5 milliseconds. So we have to go for the calculation of inductance. So already you know that tau is equal to L by R. Tau is equal to L by R. So tau value they are given 5 milliseconds. R value they are given 12 ohms. So L is equal to tau into R. So that is 12 into 5 into 10 power minus 3. So we are getting 60 millihenry. Next, come to the one more problem. A RL circuit is connected in series. The time constant they are given is 400 milliseconds. The inductor current decays and its value at 500 milliseconds is 0.8 amperes. So we have to go for the calculation of inductor current at t greater than 0. So listen, the RL circuit is there. They are given the time constant value 400 milliseconds. So tau is equal to L by R. The value is 400 milliseconds. So the current is exponentially decaying. So the value reaches at 500 milliseconds. So the current at that point is 0.8 amperes. 0.8 amperes. Are you understanding? So first you have to go for the calculation of that tau value. Okay, so tau they are given is 400 milliseconds. So L by R is equal to 400 into 10 power minus 3, or R by L is equal to 2.5 per second. 2.5 per second. So the inductor current, so IL of t is equal to IL of 0 e power minus R by L into t. So at 500 milliseconds, so what is the inductor current? So that is 0.8 amperes. So now substitute 0.8 is equal to IL of 0 e power minus 2.5 into 500 milliseconds. So 500 into 10 power minus 3. So that is 0.5. That is 0.5. So from this you are getting finally 0.2865 IL of 0. IL of 0. So from this, so after taking the e power minus 1.25 value, that is 0.2865, and the LHS value is 0.8. So 0.8 divided by 0.2865. So finally you can get 2.7923 amperes. So therefore the inductor current Li of t is equal to 2.7923 e power minus 2.5 t amperes. Are you understand? Then come to one more problem. So a RL circuit, series circuit is there. So the time constant they are given is 1.25 seconds. The inductor current increases for the initial value to 0 to a final value of 1.2 amperes. So from 0 to final value, so it is increasing. So the final value reaches 1.2 amperes. So what you have to calculate the inductor current with respect to 0.4 seconds, 0.8 seconds, 2 seconds. And also the inductor current reaches 0.3 amperes, 0.6 amperes, 0.9 amperes. You have to calculate the time intervals. Okay. So in the question already they are given the time constant L by R is equal to 1.25 seconds. So initially the current is 0. So it is under relaxed condition. So IL of 0 is equal to 0, and at infinity condition it is going final value of 1.2 amperes. So IL of infinity is equal to 1.2 amperes. So now the time constant is L by R is equal to 1.25 amperes. So 1 by L by R is equal to how much you can get? 0.8 per second. 0.8 per second. So then I of t is equal to 1.2 into 1 minus e power minus 0.8t. So this is the inductor current. So for this inductor current, so the first bit is for different time values. 0.4 second, what is the current value? 0.8 second, what is the current value? 2 seconds, what is the current value? We are calculating. By substituting the t value is equal to 0.4 in the above equation, then 1.2 into 1 minus e power minus 0.32. So finally you are getting 0.3286 amperes. By substituting t is equal to 0.8 seconds. So from the original equation, so 1.2 into 1 minus e power minus 0.64. So that is equal to 0.5672 amperes. So similarly, for substituting t is equal to 2 seconds in your original equation, the inductor current is equal to 1.2 1 minus e power minus 1.6, that is equal to 0.9577 amperes. Are you understanding? So basic equation in terms of t is there. So we are substituting the different values of t's and calculating with respect to their inductor currents. Then coming to your second one, so already current values they are given. So 0.3 amperes, 0.6 amperes, 0.9 amperes. So we have to go for the new time values. The new time values. So the basic equation is same. So IL of t is equal to 1.2 into 1 minus e power minus 0.8t. So for first case T1 I am using, for second case T2 I am using, for third case T3 I am using, for the time for the currents of 0.3 amperes, 0.6 amperes, 0.9 amperes respectively. So now 0.3 is equal to 1.2 into 1 minus e power minus 0.8 T1. So now we are substituting and calculating the value. So finally we are getting T1 is equal to 0.3596 seconds. Then substitute IL of t is equal to 0.6 amperes. So 0.6 amperes is equal to 1.2 into 1 minus e power minus 0.8 T2. So then finally you are getting the T2 value is equal to 0.8664 seconds. And the last value current is substituted for 0.9 is equal to 1.2 into 1 minus e power minus 0.8 T3. So the T3 value you are getting is 1.7329 seconds. So like this you have to go for the calculation of the different times with respect to different currents. Are you understanding? Then come to the next problem. A RL series circuit is there. So the voltage drop across the inductor for t greater than 0 is given as VL of t is equal to 0.16 e power minus 200 t volts. So determine the value of inductor L value, obtain the equation of the current, also compute the value of voltage E. So here they are given a RL series circuit. The resistance value they are given is 0.2 ohms. So they are given voltage drop across the inductor. So 0.16 e power minus 200 t they are given. So you have to go for the calculation of L value, calculation of current value, and also the compute the value of voltage E. Okay. So now voltage drop across the inductor is equal to 0.16 e power minus 200t. So what is the time constant for RL circuit? So it is L by R value. So L by R value is equal to L by R value is equal to 1 by 200. 1 by 200. So R value already they are given. So how much? 0.2. So L is equal to 0.2 divided by 200. Then you can get 1 millihenry. So L value is 1 millihenry. So then the inductor current, so that is the case you have to consider with respect to final value. So because voltage drop across the inductor they are given as 0.16 e power minus 200t means, so the switch is for a long time. The switch is for a long time. Okay, so the inductor current IL of t is equal to IL of infinity into 1 minus e power minus t by tau value. T by tau. So voltage drop across the inductor VL of t is equal to L di of t by dt. So if you substitute the differentiation, so you are getting, so L I of L infinity e power minus R by L into t into R by L. So finally you can get R L IL of infinity e power minus t by tau. So now voltage drop across the inductor is R Li of infinity e power minus t by tau. So that is equal to so 0.16 e power minus 200t. So already they are given voltage drop across the inductor. So compare the both RHS. So 0.2 resistance value, IL of infinity is equal to 0.16. So from that IL of infinity is equal to 0.16 divided by 0.2. So that is equal to 0.8 amperes. Then IL of t is equal to 0.8 into, so 1 minus e power minus 200t. So this is the current flowing under the condition t greater than 0. T greater than 0. So then IL of infinity is equal to what? So at t reaches infinity, the inductor will be short circuited. Final value of inductor is short circuited. Only resistor and voltage are present. So E by 0.2. So what is the final maximum value of current? 0.8. So E divided by 0.2 is equal to 0.8. Then the voltage is how much we are getting? 0.16. So 0.16 is the voltage value at the capacitor is short circuited when the value of t is infinity. Okay. So then come to the one more example. The switch in the circuit is open position for a long time. So it will be closed at t is equal to 0. So we have to go for the current value at t greater than 0 condition. So listen students, the first case is the switch is open position for a long time. So the switch is open position means it is open circuited. So no current will flow through the circuit. So under that condition, the inductor current is 0. The inductor current is 0. Then at t is equal to 0, the switch will be closed. So t is equal to 0 minus is immediately the switch is closed position. So what is the inductor current? 0 only. At t is equal to 0 plus, at t is equal to 0 plus, immediately the switch is closed. So then this voltage is applied to your circuit. This voltage is applied to your circuit. Okay. So when the switch is closed, so IL of infinity. So IL of infinity is equal to, so your total voltage is 24. The total voltage is 24. So divided by the value of resistance is 2 ohms only, because at t is equal to infinity, the inductor will be short circuited. This 8 ohms is directly shorted. So the resistance value is 0. The resistance value is 0. So finally, what is the total resistance you are having? Only 2 ohms is your total resistance. So 24 divided by 2, so you can get 12 amperes. Okay. So now by using the Thevenin's equivalent circuit, also you can go for the calculation of current. Are you understanding? So here 8 ohms and 2 ohms, they are connected in parallel. So by open circuiting this inductor, so this current is divided into two parts. So 2 ohms and 8 ohms. So 2 into 8 divided by 2 plus 8. So you are getting 1.6 ohms. So now this is the total resistance present in the circuit at t is equal to infinity condition. So under that, at t is equal to 0 plus condition, immediately the switch is closed position, inductor will be open circuited. So now the time constant tau is equal to L by R, that is equal to 0.8 divided by 1.6. So you can get 0.5 seconds, or 1 by tau value is 2 seconds, 2 per second. Okay. So the inductor current exponentially increasing from 0 to 12 seconds, because already you know that the inductor current is equal to, so 12 into 1 minus e power minus t by tau. So that is 12 into 1 minus e power minus 2t amperes. So this is the value we are getting for the current. Then coming to the next problem. So here the switch is closed for the position in a long time. So we have to go for the current through the inductor. So the switch is closed for a long time. So it is closed for a long time. So the inductor will be short circuited. So the inductor will be short circuited. So this is your circuit. Then at t greater than 0, the switch will be open. So this is your circuit. So you don't have 8 ohm resistor because it is open circuited. The resistance value is infinity. Okay. So now we are going for the inductor current. Here 8 ohms is directly shorted. So the total current is this only. So it never flows in the 8 ohm resistor. So now two resistors are connected in series with a voltage of 20. So the current value is 20 divided by 10 plus 30. So 40. So that is equal to 0.5 amperes. So similarly, when the t is equal to t greater than 0, the switch is opened, 8 ohm resistor is eliminated. So under that condition also 10 ohms and 30 ohms are connected in series. So total voltage is 20. So finally you can get 20 divided by 10 plus 30, 0.5 amperes. So the total inductive current is equal to inductive current at infinity plus at t is greater than 0 condition minus t infinity e power minus t by tau. So from that you have to write 0.5 into 0.5 minus 0.5 e power minus what is that R by L value? So R by L value you have to substitute. So equivalent resistance is how much you are getting? 40. Equivalent resistance you are getting is 40. So 40 is the resistance value and L value is 0.5 Henry. So by substituting you can get the value is 0.5 amperes. So like this you have to go for the calculation of inductive currents. Then coming to the next problem. So here the switch is opened for a long time. So at t is equal to 0, the switch will be closed. So we have to go for the inductor current and voltage drop across the resistor. So voltage drop across the resistor. So they are given the 10 ohm resistor value you have to calculate, and this inductor current you have to calculate. So initially the switch is open position for a long time. So that means the inductor will be short circuited. So this is the circuit you are getting. Then at t is equal to 0, the switch will be closed. The switch will be closed. So under that condition, this is the equivalent circuit. Okay. So now the first case, 10 ohms and 30 ohms, they are connected in series. 10 ohms and 30 ohms, they are connected in series with the applied voltage of 20. So 20 divided by 10 plus 30, you can get 0.5 amperes. 0.5 amperes. So next, at t is equal to infinity, at t is equal to infinity, so the inductor will be open circuited. The inductor will be open circuited. So t greater than 0 conditions, if you reaches to infinity, the inductor will be open circuited. The inductor current will be 0. So I of 0 is 0.5 amperes. So I of infinity is 0 amperes for the current flowing through the inductor. So now we are going for the Thevenin's equivalent resistance. Thevenin's equivalent resistance. So here at t is equal to infinity condition. At t is equal to infinity condition. So this is omitted, and you are measuring the resistance between the points. So what is the value you are getting? 10 ohms is the resistance value. 10 ohms is the resistance value. So now time constant L by R is equal to, so the value is 2.5. The value is, L value is how much? 2.5 divided by the resistance value is 10. So you can get 0.25 seconds. So 1 by L by R or R by L is equal to 4 per second. 4 per second. So now the current IL of t is equal to 0.5 e power minus 4t. Then voltage drop across the resistor is equal to R into IL of t only, because they are connected in series. They are connected in series. The current must be same. So 10 into what? IL of t. So here with respect to current, the sign will be minus. So minus 10 IL of t. So that is equal to minus 5 e power minus 4t volts. So then coming to the another problem. So here steady state condition with the switch is open position. Find the value of inductor current at t is equal to 0. So the switch is open under steady state condition, means t is equal to infinity condition. T is equal to infinity condition. Okay. So that means the inductor will be short circuited. The inductor will be short circuited. So no current flows through the 12 ohm resistor. No current flows through the 12 ohm resistor. So the initial current at that point is, so IL of 0 is equal to 8 volts divided by 4 ohms plus 4 ohms, because these two are connected in series. So finally how much you can get? 1 ampere. So the value of current is 1 ampere. then at t is equal to t greater than 0 condition. So t greater than 0 condition. So here, so what you are getting, inductor will be short circuited. Inductor will be short circuited. So you have to go for the 12 ohms and 4 ohms are connected in parallel. So 12 into 4 divided by 12 plus 4. So you can get 7 ohms. So this value is connected in series with 4 ohms. So in series with 4 ohms. So 12 into 4 divided by 12 plus 4 is 3. So and is connected in series with the 4 ohms. So net voltage is 8 ohms. So the total current is 8 divided by 7. So how much you are getting? 1.1429 amperes. Then the total current you are calculated. This current you are calculated. So now the inductor current you have to go. So for going for the inductive current, I am going for the current division. So total current 1.1429 into opposite resistance 12 divided by sum of the resistance they are connected in parallel. So 12 plus 4, 16. So if you substitute, you are getting 0.8571 amperes. Are you understanding? So this is the value you are getting. So similarly, the Thevenin's resistance I already told, 4 plus 12 into 4 divided by 12 plus 4, you are getting 7 ohms. So the time constant you are calculating, so that is L by R value. So L value is 1.4 divided by total resistance value is 7. So you can get 0.2 seconds, or R by L value or 1 by tau value is 5 per second. Then the inductive current is equal to, so IL of infinity plus IL of 0 minus IL of infinity e power minus t by tau. So you can get 0.8571 plus 1 minus 0.8571 e power minus 5t. So finally you can get 0.8571 plus 0.1429 e power minus 5t. So this value only you can get. This value only you can get. Okay. Are you understand how you are going for the calculation for inductive currents? So all these are in terms of time domain analysis. So now we are going for Laplace analysis. So Laplace transform, we are going for the calculation of transient behavior of the circuits. Okay. So now come to the example. So initially it is a RL circuit is excited by two sources E1 and E2 with two switches S1 and S2. So the inductor has no initial current. So they are given in the problem. At t is equal to 0, the switch will be closed. S1 switch will be closed. After 1 millisecond, the switch will move to position 2. So obtain the equation of the current in both interval of times. So t is equal to 0. So the switch S1 will be closed, and after 1 millisecond, the switch will move to position 2. So that is S2. S2 switch will be closed. Okay. So now at t is equal to 0, so S1 is acting. So that means S1 switch is closed. So under that condition, so your voltage value is how much they are given? 100. E1 value is 100. So it is a step response. So you are writing 100 by S. So resistance value they are given is 50 ohms. The inductance value they are given is 0.2 Henry. So in S domain 0.2 S. 0.2 S. So now the current flowing through the inductor is I of S. So I of S is equal to, so 100 by S voltage divided by impedance. So 50 plus 0.2 S. 50 plus 0.2 S. So if you go for the calculation. So 500 divided by s into s plus 250. So that is equal to 2 into, I am going for the partial fractions. So 1 by s minus 1 by s plus 250. So taking inverse Laplace transform. So I of t is equal to 2 into 1 by s value is 1. So 1 by s plus 250 is e power minus 250t. So this is the time you are getting. This is the time you are getting when the switch is in first position, S1 position. Okay. So are you understanding? Then the time reaches to 1 millisecond. The time reaches to 1 millisecond. The switch will move to position 2. So that is S2 will be closed. So S2, the voltage is how much? 50 volts. So this is the step response 50 by S, 50 by S, and at this time, what is the inductor current you have to calculate? So because initially the inductor current is 2 into 1 minus e power minus 250. Now substitute t is equal to 1 milli value. 1 milli value. So you are getting 0.4424 amperes. So this is the current flowing in the inductor at second position. At second position. Okay. So the voltage drop across the inductor. So you are getting is 0.2 into 0.4424. So finally you can get that voltage is 0.08848 volts. Okay. So now the current you are calculating in this condition. So I of s is equal to total voltage 50 by s plus 0.08848 divided by impedance 50 plus 0.2 s. So total voltage divided by total impedance. So then if you go for the multiplication, so 50 plus 0.0884 s divided by s into 50 plus 0.2 s, then we are getting 250 plus 0.4424 s divided by s into s plus 250. So now I am going for the partial fractions. So k1 divided by s plus k2 divided by s plus 250, where k1 and k2 are the residues of your partial fractions. For finding the value of k1, so k1 is equal to I of s into s such that s is equal to 0. So what is your I of s value? This is your I of s value. So 250 plus 0.4424 s divided by s plus 250 such that s is equal to 0. So finally you are getting the value is 1 by substituting s is equal to 0. So then coming to the second residual, so k2 is equal to, so your I of s value, so that is 250 plus 0.4424 divided by s into s plus 250 into s plus 250 and substitute s is equal to minus 250. Then this is the value you are getting 250 plus 0.4424 s divided by s. Now substitute s is equal to minus 250. Then you are getting the value is minus 0.5576. Then I of s is equal to 1 by s minus 0.5576 divided by s plus 250. You are taking inverse Laplace transform. So you can get 1 minus 0.5576 e power minus 250 amperes. So now the current value before 0.001 seconds or 1 milliseconds, the value of current is 2 into 1 minus e power minus 250. After reaching the condition of 1 millisecond, so or greater than 1 millisecond, so the value is 1 minus 0.5576 e power minus 250 amperes. Okay, are you understand this problem, all of you? So then come to the next problem. So now it is a RL circuit. So initially it is excited by a sinusoidal voltage of 100 sine 500 t volts. So at t is equal to 0, the switch will be closed. So the current you have to find in this case. So here, so the applied voltage is 100 sine 500 t. The applied voltage is E is equal to 100 sine 500 t. So the resistance value they are given is 5 ohms. The inductance value they are given is 0.1 Henry. So the switch will be closed at t is equal to 0. So after closing this switch, so this inductor value in terms of ohms, 0.01 s. So the impedance is resistance plus inductance. Okay. So E of S is equal to 100 into 500 divided by S square plus 500 square. So already you know that. So this is a time domain, 100 sine 500 t. So if you want to write in terms of S domain, so you have to write omega divided by S square plus omega square. So what is the omega value they are given? 500. So the maximum value of voltage is 100. 100 into omega 500 divided by S square plus 500 square. So 250,000. So that is equal to 5 into 10 power 4 divided by S square plus 25 into 10 power 4. This is your input voltage. So the inductance value is 0.01 s. The resistance value is 5. The impedance value is 5 plus 0.01 s. So now the current is equal to voltage divided by impedance. So 5 into 10 power 4 divided by s square plus 25 into 10 power 4 into the impedance value 5 plus 0.01 s. So finally you can get 5 into 10 power 6 divided by s square plus 25 into 10 power 4 into s plus 500. So here it is a second order s square term is there. So that you can write it as some constant k1 into s plus some constant k2 divided by s square plus 25 into 10 power 4 plus k3 some constant divided by s plus 500. So here k1, k2, k3 are the residues of your partial differential equations. So for finding the value of k3, so I of s into s plus 500 such that s is equal to minus 500 you have to substitute. So by substituting this you are getting 5 into 10 power 6 divided by s square plus 25 into 10 power 4 such that s is equal to 500. So you are getting the value is 10. Then for finding the values of k1 and k2, so you have to go for I of s is equal to s square plus 25 into 10 power 4 such that so s is equal to minus 25 into 10 power 4 you have to substitute. So for that one, so you are getting the values of equation will be like this. So 5 into 10 power 6 divided by s square plus 25 into 10 power 4 into s plus 500 is equal to k1s plus k2 divided by s square plus 25 into 10 power 4 plus 10 by s plus 500. So now we have to go for the multiplication and compare the LHS and RHS. So then you can get the equation for the value of k1 is minus 10, the value of k2 is 5000. The value of k2 is 5000. Then I of s is equal to minus 10s divided by s square plus 25 into 10 power 4 plus 5000 divided by s square plus 25 into 10 power 4 plus 10 by s plus 500 you can get. So taking inverse Laplace transform, 10 into minus s by s square plus omega square. So that you can write it as minus of cos 500t. So omega divided by s square plus omega square. So that is sin 500t plus, so 10 into 10 divided by s plus 500. So e power minus 500t. So already 10 you are taken as a common. So here cos A sin A minus cos B is there. So you are writing finally. So 14.14 sin 500t minus 45 degrees plus 10 into e power minus 500t. So the previous step itself is the solution of the equation. So if you want to write further simplification, then you can go for 14.14 sin 500t minus 45 degrees plus 10 into e power minus 500t amperes. So then come to the another problem. So here a RC circuit is given. Initially the capacitor is charged with how much? 2500 microcoulombs. Capacitor is charged with 2500 microcoulombs. So initially the capacitor is charged with 2500 microcoulombs is there. So the supply voltage is a step voltage. So 100 volts. So the resistance value is 10 ohms and capacitor value is 50 microfarads. So voltage drop across the capacitor is equal to, according to direction of minus to plus, minus q naught by q naught by C. So that is equal to minus 2500 into 10 power minus 6 divided by 50 into 10 power minus 6. So finally you can get minus 50 volts. So the voltage drop across the capacitor is in step response 50 by S. The supply voltage is a step response 100 by S. So the resistance value is 10 ohms. The capacitance value is 10 power 6 by 50 into S. Okay. So now current is equal to total voltage divided by total impedance. So minus to plus, here also minus to plus. So the total voltage is 100 by S plus 50 by S divided by, what is the impedance? Impedance is 10 plus 10 power 6 by 50 S. So that is 10 plus 20,000 divided by S. So that is equal to 150 divided by 10s plus 20,000 or 15 divided by S plus 2,000. So now taking inverse Laplace transform, so you can get I of t is equal to, so 15 e power minus 2000 t amperes. So like this you have to go for the calculation of the currents. So then come to the another example of a RC circuit excited by a sinusoidal excitation of, so 200 sin 500t. So here omega is 500 and the maximum voltage is 200. So if you want to write the S domain analysis, omega divided by S square plus omega square. So the voltage we are getting is 200 into 500 divided by S square plus 250000, and the capacitance value is how much? So 25 microseconds. 1 by Cs value is equal to 10 power 6 divided by 25 S. So now the total impedance is 100 plus 10 power 6 divided by 25 S. Your voltage is 200 into 500 divided by, so S square plus 500 square. So current I of S is equal to total voltage divided by total impedance. So that is equal to 10 power 5 S divided by S square plus omega square into 100 S plus 4 into 10 power 4. So here S square term is there. So there is partial fractions K1 S plus K2 divided by S square plus omega square plus K3 divided by S plus 400. s plus 400. Then go for the partial fractions for finding the residues. So K3 value is I of s into s plus 400 such that s is equal to minus 400. So finally you can get 1000 s divided by s square plus 250000 such that s is equal to minus 400. So then you can get minus 0.9756. Then for finding the other two values, so 1000 s is equal to k1s plus k2 into s plus 400 minus 0.9756 into s square plus 250000. Then compare the LHS and RHS equations. Then the value of K1 will be 0.9756 and the K2 value will be 609.76. Then I of s is equal to 0.9756 s divided by s square plus omega square plus 609.76 divided by s square plus omega square minus 0.9756 divided by s plus 400. So you can go for the further modification. So that is 0.9756 s by s square plus 500 square plus 1.2195 500 divided by s square plus 500 square minus 0.9756 divided by s plus 400, taking inverse Laplace transform. So this value is the cos 500t, this value is the sin 500t. So that we are getting. So 0.9756 cos 500t plus 1.2195 sin 500t minus 0.9756 e power minus 400t amperes. So now further simplification, if you want to write, the magnitude of cos and sin values under radical is 0.9756 square plus 1.2195 square under root. You are getting the value is 1.5617, and tan inverse of that value 0.9756 divided by 1.2195. So we are getting 38.66 degrees. Then you are combining that cos 500t plus sin 500t with the magnitudes as 1.5617 sin 500t plus 38.66 degrees minus 0.9756 e power minus 500t. So this equation is sufficient. Further, if you want to go for this equation also, there is no problem. Then coming to the one more example. So a RC circuit is there. So 400 volts, 200 volts is the applied voltage, 0.1 Henry is the inductance value. So 100 ohms is the resistance value, and 100 microfarads is the capacitance value. So it is a RLC series circuit. So at t is equal to 0, the switch will be closed and the circuit is under relaxed condition, which means that the current flowing through the inductor is 0, the voltage across the capacitor is 0. So now you are writing in terms of Laplace transform. Step response, you can write it as 200 by s. The resistance value never changes. So inductance is 0.1 s. The capacitance value is 100 microfarads. So 10 power 6 divided by 100. So 10 power 4 by s. So total impedance is 100 plus 0.1 s plus 10 power 4 by s, and voltage is 200 by s. The current value is equal to, so voltage divided by impedance. So 200 divided by s, overall division with 100 plus 0.1 s plus 10 power 4 by s. So finally you can get 2000 divided by s square plus 1000 s plus 10,000 plus 10,000. So now the denominator is a second order. The denominator is a second order. So for this one, you are writing the expression. We are writing the expression as 0.1 s square plus 100s plus 10,000, or s square plus 1000s plus 10,000. So now the roots of this characteristic equation is minus 10 power 3 plus or minus root of 10 power 6 minus 0.4 into 10 power 6 divided by 2. So you can get the two values of S1 and S2. So one is minus 1127, another one is minus 887.3. Then I of S is equal to 2000 divided by S plus 1127 into S plus 887.3. So finally the partial fractions K1 by S plus 1127 plus K2 divided by S plus 887.3. So find the residues by substituting I of S is equal to that multiplication of same value and substitute S is equal to the values. So by substituting that, the K1 value is 2.582 and K2 value is minus 2.582. So it is equal and opposite. Equal and opposite. So that means it is a overdamped condition. Overdamped condition. So finally we are writing I of S is equal to 2.582 into 1 by S plus 1127 minus 1 by S plus 887.3. Then taking inverse Laplace, so I of t is equal to 2.582 e power minus 1127t minus e power minus 887.3 t amperes. So you understand for RLC series circuit how you are going for the calculation of the current. Similarly, one more example. So initially there is no charge on the inductor and the capacitor and no current in the inductor. So it is a step response of 100 volts. Resistance value is 5 ohms. Inductance value is 0.1 Henry. Capacitance value is 50 microfarads. So putting in Laplace transform. So step response means 100 by S. So resistance never changes, 5 ohms only. Inductance is 0.1 into S. Capacitance is 10 power 6 divided by 500 into S. So now impedance value is 5 plus 0.1 S plus 10 power 6 by 500 S, and your voltage value is 100 by S. So the transformed current I of S is equal to V of S by Z of S. So finally by substituting that we are getting 1000 divided by S square plus 500 S plus 20,000. So now we have to go for the characteristic equation. We have to go for the characteristic equation for S square plus 50S plus 20,000. So the roots of S1 and S2 will be like this. The roots of S1 and S2 will be like this. So that is minus 50 plus or minus root of 2500 minus 80,000 divided by 2. So finally we are getting a complex conjugates minus 25 plus or minus j times of 139.1941. 1941. So it is a complex conjugates. It is a complex conjugates. So the system is overdamped condition, case 3. The system is a overdamped condition, underdamped condition. So it is a case 3. Okay. So now this S square plus 50S plus 2000, you can write it as S plus 25 whole square plus 139.19491 square. So that means A square and this is your B square. A square plus B square, you can write it as A minus JB into A plus JB. A minus JB into A plus JB. So like that also you can go for the calculation. Or I of S is equal to, we are writing 10,000 divided by S plus 25 square plus 139.19491 square. So that is equal to 7.1842 into 139.1941 divided by S plus 25 square plus 139.1941 square. So now this is your omega value. So this is your S square value and this is your omega square value. So finally you can write it as I of t is equal to 7.1842 1842. So e power minus 25t sine of 139.1941 t amperes. So like this, you have to go for the calculation for a RLC series circuit. Then come to the next problem. So they are given purely a RLC series circuit. Resistance value is 40 ohms. Inductance value is 4 Henry. Capacitance value is 1/4 farads. So you have to go for the characteristic equation of the circuit, and also the natural response. You have to cross check whether it is a overdamped or underdamped or critically damped condition. Okay, so for a RLC series circuit, the time constant is 2L by R. The time constant is 2L by R, or some alpha is equal to 1 by tau, that is equal to R by 2L. So that is equal to 40 divided by 2 into 4. 2 into 4. So finally you are getting 5. And the natural frequency omega naught is equal to 1 by root LC. So 1 by root of 4 into 1 by 4. So you are getting 1 by root 1. So that is equal to 1. So now the characteristic equation, so I have represented in the theory. So the roots of the equation, you can get it as minus R by 2L plus or minus root of R by 2L whole square plus 1 by LC. So if you substitute those values, so minus 5 plus or minus root of 25 minus 1. So now the S1 value, root 1 value is minus 0.101. The S2 value is minus 9.899. So it is two distinct roots. Two distinct roots. So that means it is a overdamped condition. Overdamped condition. So they are negative and real numbers is the one case, and two distinct roots are there. So it is a overdamped condition. Are you understanding? So then coming to the last problem. So here they are given a RC circuit. So you have to go for calculation of different current values. So one is I of t, then di of t by dt, then d square I of t by dt at t is equal to 0. So initially the capacitor has no charge. Initially the capacitor has no charge. The resistance value they are given is 500 ohms. The capacitance value they are given is 1 microfarads. So the voltage is 50 volts. Okay. So now at t is equal to 0, the switch will be closed. So you can get the two instants, t is equal to 0 minus and t is equal to 0 plus conditions. So t is equal to 0 minus is just immediately the switch is closed position. So no current is flowing through the circuit. So initially the voltage drop across the capacitor at that instant is 0. Then at t is equal to 0 plus, immediately the switch is closed position. Capacitor never takes the instantaneous voltages. It acts like a short circuit. At t is equal to 0 plus is also 0 only. So this is the initial values of voltage drop across the capacitor at t is equal to 0 minus condition and at t is equal to 0 plus condition. So now apply the KVL for the RC circuit. So Ri plus 1 by C integral I dt is equal to V. So resistance value is 500, capacitance value is 1 microfarad. So 500 I plus 10 power 6 by 1 integral I dt is equal to 50. Okay. So now what is the initial current you can get? The capacitor immediately at t is equal to 0 plus, it is short circuited. So only the voltage and resistor are present. The initial current is 50 divided by R. So 50 is the supply voltage, divided by R value is 500. Then you can get 0.1 amperes. 0.1 amperes. So now this equation I am going for the differentiation for the simplicity. So 500 into di by dt plus 10 power 6 by 1 I is equal to 0. So step response means it is a constant. Constant derivative is 0. So this is the equation you are getting. So now at t is equal to 0 plus condition. at t is equal to 0 plus condition. So if you substitute, so what you can get, 500 di by dt of 0 plus is equal to minus I of 0 plus, so minus 1 by 1 into 10 power minus 6, so that is equal to 1 by 1 into 10 power minus 6 into 0.1. So this is the value we are getting at t is equal to 0 plus by substituting in this equation. So therefore di of dt at 0 plus condition is equal to, so minus 10 power 5 by 500. So you can get minus 2000 amperes per second. So the same this equation again we are differentiating, so you can get this value. So 500 d square I of d I square by dt square, d square I by dt square plus 1 by 1 into 10 power minus 6 di by dt is equal to 0. So the third equation is you are differentiating once again for finding the value of d square I by dt square. Okay, so now you have to substitute. So di of t by dt at 0 plus condition is minus 2000 amperes, I of 0 plus condition is 0.1 amperes. So in the equation, this equation, so 500 into d square I of t by dt square of 0 plus is equal to minus 1 by 1 into 10 power minus 6 di by dt 0 plus, that is equal to minus 1 by 1 into 10 power minus 6 into minus 2000. So finally d square I of t by dt square of 0 plus condition is equal to 2000 into 10 power 6 divided by 500. So finally you can get 4 into 10 power 6 amperes per second square. So like this you have to go for the calculation of the problems. So please all the students go through the different textbooks, try to solve for different problems. So if you are having any difficulty, you can ask me, I will tell the solution. So whether the textbook is given right answer or not also I will tell. So develop your skill or knowledge in this subject by hardworking nature only, because it is a mathematical expressions problems are there. So you have to go for so many problems, then only you can understand the subject very thoroughly, and also you can get good marks in internal and external examinations. Thank you one and all.